I think, yes, what drove those riots in Southport, there'd been you could feel it was going to come, that there would be, this pressure valve was going to just explode. In the lead up to the elections that just preceded the Southport riots, the Conservative Party made just everything about race and immigration. We had a Home Secretary who described our country as being invaded in small boats. And you would ask the Conservative Party, what are you going to do about this horrific waiting times in the NHS? We're going to stop the boats. What are you going to do about climate change? We're going to stop the boats. It was just ridiculous, and you could feel it. And then Stephen Lennon, Tommy Robinson, had his own little very aggro sort of demonstrations in London. You go onto social media and you would see people saying the most outrageous and awful things. That whole election was about anything other than politics. The Labour Party didn't say anything about anything. I think that's why they won. Every time the Tories opened their mouths, they just looked more and more extreme. And then what happened in Southport? It was, some people gave very little thought to the victims of that horrific assault and murder. And some people, you could see it in their social media tweets. They thought that was the moment when that race war is coming, that we can no longer live with each other anymore because they do things like that. People that talk about living in London in crime-free days, or used to be able to leave your front door open. Women used to be able to walk the streets and things like that. And all of those things would actually be nice, but none of those things have ever been true. We've always had rape and violence against women in this country. We've always had crime and burglary and violence, and people get stuck with an idea of a country that never really existed. I look at some of the far right stuff you see on social media, and AI has not been kind to them. They genuinely think that people in England rode around on horses in shining armour, wearing vests with Union flags on. I think the real problem is how little people know and understand about this country, and I was the same.